Hi guys, so this time we are having a new video review, and as you can see we are going to check fresh release from Eduard. It's a 148 scale weekend edition kit and it copies quite famous aircraft. So here we have another German fighter. It's a Bf 109F-4. Kit number is 84188 and we have a commercial sample here obviously, so it means you'll get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in this video review, and it might be an interesting release for modders who wanted to build this famous aircraft but they didn't want to spend money on limited editions or maybe profit packs. So now you get it as a weekend edition without masks and without PE inside. And of course it's also a good choice for modders who would like to choose the accessories by themselves, so they can pick whatever they would like to add to the model and they don't pay for something what they will not use anyway. So here we have, I would say, a standard box size for such kit from Eduard. Here you can see comparison with my hand. Really nice box art, by the way. And on the side you can see some information about the manufacturer, also kit number and safety advices, while on the opposite edge you'll find 4 marking options which are included here. And of course we will talk a bit more in detail about them when we will be checking the assembly manual. So it's a top opening box and here is what we have inside. And you can notice that everything is separated into several plastic bags, and this is quite a smart packaging because it will preserve parts intact, even though you can hear that some of the parts, well, the canopy part was broken off, but it's more due to the arrived shipment, and unfortunately my courier service delivered it in a slightly, I would say, damaged view, but overall part is not broken. So as you can see, that's actually the movable section of the canopy, and molding quality looks quite fine. Again, I will remind you that we are dealing with a weekend edition kit, so it means there are no masks included and you have to get them by your own if you would like to have masks on your aircraft, and I would definitely recommend doing so because it will give you a better result, more precise paint finish, and of course it will save you some time because you have these stickers ready to go straight out of the package. Next, I'm opening the first plastic bag. This one is dedicated to the fuselage halves, and here I will zoom out a bit so that you can see all of these parts in a full view. So here we have both fuselage halves molded together with a tail fin, also some cooling panels pre-molded. External features are typical, it means recessed panel lines and rivets, and also I have to note the thin attachment points. It's also a good thing about aircraft model. Here inside we have some guiding elements, also some minor elements or structure elements for the cockpit. Do not worry, we will have more features with help of the separate parts, so it's just a, let's say, start, and then you will build on top of it with help of the separate parts, as I said before. Next we continue with the wing, and here we have, I would say, standard design for such element of the aircraft. 2 top panels, 1 bottom. Note that the wing edges, they will serve as a guiding elements, and if I flip it over here you can see what I'm talking about. Also we have pre-molded details or features of the main wheel wells, and of course we have some guiding elements. It means the guiding pins, so it's not only the wing edges but also guiding pins will help you with the proper alignment. And of course we have this I would say special alignment of the wing, which is typical or main feature for the Bf 109, so it's quite important thing. And next we continue with large screws. So here we will find mix of various parts, because as you can guess, all other things which we did not see on the first 2 sprues, they are placed here, and it means that we are getting here various external surfaces. Also we get, for example, fuel tank air intakes and even the exhaust stacks, also underwing gun gondolas. And if I flip it over again, we have a quite clever design, so we have the guiding pins in all necessary spots, and it will definitely come handy because it will help you with alignment, and of course speed up the assembly process because you will get the right position every time. Next we have the last gray plastic sprue. So this one is dedicated to the again, mix of parts, because here we have some of the cockpit elements. Also, we have 3 types of the propeller, several types of the main wheel wells, several types of the landing gear wheels, and another type of the fuel tank, bombs. Everything is here, and everything looks nice. And of course, all remaining parts which will not be used during the assembly process, they will go into your spare parts box. So it's also a quite nice bonus to have out of the box. Next, we have also separate plastic bag with the decal sheets. So of course they are printed in Eduard. So first of all, you shouldn't be concerned about any quality issues, because we have a really nice thing here included as a standard. So as I said, there are 2 of those. So first one is dedicated to the main symbols, if we can say so. And as you can see, we also get some cockpit decals here. So if you are not planning to get the P parts for your BF109, then you can use these decals, and they should look somewhat decent in this scale as well. Next, we have one more decal sheet. So this one is dedicated to the stencils, and it's quite interesting that we have it dated as 2023, so I guess it was renewed and updated with the necessary print. But as you can see, the overall quality is readable. It's a 1/48 scale after all, so that's why I always say that these symbols are actually a good thing to add on the aircraft model, because they are visible and they actually make your model a bit more sophisticated visually. So now we should zoom out a bit. Maybe I'll even close the lenses a bit more. So here we have the assembly manual. This one is a typical large color printed brochure. This is the short history note here. Next, we have a lot of blue color on the spruce. It's a parts map, and blue color obviously means that these parts will not be used. So exactly what I was talking about. So some of the parts will stay in your spare parts box. Assembly process starts with the cockpit, and as you remember, we will have to use decals, for example, for seat belts. So you will have to paint everything and then apply the decals. Next, we continue with instrument panel. Here we join everything in between fuselage halves. Here we have a choice between 2 versions of the air intake. It will depend on the marking you choose. And then we continue with the tail surfaces. Here we have the landing gear wheel wells being installed. Then we join the wing and the fuselage together. Also the front slats and ailerons getting in place. Here we continue with air intakes under the wing. We also have the separate flaps here, which is quite cool in a 1/48 scale. Landing gear gets installed, and here we have a choice between open and closed canopy as well. Next, we continue with the first marking option. It comes from September 1942. One more here is from Soviet Union, April 1942. One more here is from, again, Soviet Union, May 1942. And another one, 4th aircraft, is from Finland, June 1942. I would say those are quite different aircraft markings, so you'll definitely find something interesting for your build. And of course, on the last page we have the stenciling guide and also the full list of the additional accessories which you can use with this aircraft. So as you can see, you can even get the engine and make an open cooling version, which will show this power plant inside aircraft. As for the whole kit, it should be already available. You can get it together with these accessories on the official Eduard website. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.